Each week, from across America, 2 families are chosen. This week, it's Dancing with the Slaters from California. Dance-obsessed mom Abra controls her whole family with a strictly disciplined schedule. And the kids, Rome and Chevy, must practice dance and gymnastics for 40 hours a week, whether they like it or not. And the Williams family from Minnesota. Mom Jo is a prison guard, and Dad Doug is a cop whose hooligan kids spend all their time beating each other up. Joe and Doug can't control them, so they leave the disciplining to oldest son Craig. Each wife is about to get a new husband, new children,
no fighting, okay?
and a new life.
Have a good time!
My house isn't a prison and I don't run it like one. Kind of doesn't look like she runs it at all.
I just don't like touching people's stuff.
The boys seem to be wild children.
Oh, man, bleed!
Real homes,
You guys are gonna learn how to dance.
real lives,
I am so tired of you not doing what I tell you to do.
Enough!
real drama.
There needs to be discipline.
It's just not important to me.
Your job's about respecting the law.
I don't want to.
There was a time when competitive dancers Abra and construction worker husband Mark from California were at the top of their game.
Mark and I have won several different competitions. We've won theater of arts in ballroom competitions.
And this is what I used to compete in.
We took an 8-year break from competing, and the dancing became concentrated on the kids. Chevy, she's 12, and Rome, he's 14 years old. They're little Mark and Abras, better than Mark and Abra, unfortunately.
Every morning, Abra choreographs each second of the kids' day with a minute-by-minute schedule.
I'm in control of the schedule.
Her motto is, if it's not on the schedule, it doesn't happen.
Hurry up, guys, hurry, hurry, hurry. Bear in mind that they're in a whole swing dance sport.
2, 3, 4, and 1.
They're in a Latin sport. 7, 8. They're in tap, jazz, ballet. Then they go to gymnastics. I think that dance and gymnastics helps make them responsible. You get hurt, so what? Toughen up. One more.
Having my mom as coach is good and bad.
Okay, let's go.
Once the kids get home, there's no let-up, as Abra has converted their garage into a dance studio.
Normally when I get home, I'm really tired because I have to practice for like another hour and a half.
If they were whining and going, oh, you know, I'm tired, I want to practice, my knee hurts. Well, no. There was times that she wanted to quit, and I would not let her quit. But I do think that dancing is their job, so they're supposed to fill out a time card.
We'll have many hours we practice our dance, we get paid for.
If they don't fill out the time card, they don't get paid.
Abra's obsessed with keeping her dancers fit. Junk food is bad, and vitamins are vital.
Okay, we have 2 calciums. We have a veggie and a juice, so we're at 4. We have the omegas, 5, 6, 4 multivitamins, so 10. Magnesium for their brain, 12, and the fluoride, 13. I think we're missing one. Children and adults can't function without fueling their bodies like a car.
And when Abra's not controlling her kids, she's controlling her home.
She goes in like major cleaning mode and like goes like psycho on us and just like cleans the entire house.
It's like a race for me to see how many things I can get accomplished in a day.
Sometimes we wish our mom would slow down a little bit.
The last person to tell Abra to slow down is her husband, Mark.
Most of the times I've always given in to Abra and just kind of said, okay, fine.
I told them they can practice later. I didn't know that you had plans later.
Well, yeah, you did. You just forgot.
Okay, whatever.
It's not like I haven't asked him to please give an opinion. Please talk. Don't wait 20 years before you mention something.
But Abra's about to abandon the cha-cha-cha and control of her family to swap lives with a woman she's never met 2,000 miles away in Minnesota. Welcome to rural Minnesota, the land of endless fields, quaint farms, and good old-fashioned American roughhousing.
Oh, you guys.
This is life at the Williams home.
My little philosophy is boys will be boys. They like to wrestle, have fun, and I can't really be mad at them for being kids. My children, 3 sons. The oldest, Craig, he's 12. Kaylor, he's 8. And Logan, he's 6. Now you're getting out of control. Let's go.
Discipline is just hard for me.
Don't leave, seriously.
I do the timeout, which usually never lasts. I always give in. I never stick to it.
But while Joe can't control or discipline at home, it's a very different story at work. She's a prison guard.
Hey guys, all's well?
Last thing I want to do when I get home is have to discipline. I don't want to be known as the mean mom. I want to be known as the cool mom.
But when Joe gets home after the boys have torn the house apart, she can't be bothered to do any domestic duties.
My son claims that he was just leaning up against it and his foot went through it. I refuse to clean this because I don't dirty this bathroom. They don't do a very good job with aiming at the toilet and stuff, so I figure why should I clean it? When it comes to what my kids eat, I don't care what it is, as long as they're full.
Is that your sixth one?
There's 2 full pops, guys. There really are no rules here. I really can't come up with one rule.
It probably would be a better structure if they did have stricter rules.
Ow, Keeler.
For my brothers, especially.
Yeah. Hey.
He's done.
I have a difficult time with confrontation in the home, and I have a tendency to walk away when I don't want to deal with it.
Mild-mannered Doug works nights as a cop.
Working graveyard shifts, I miss out on a lot of family functions. Very often I miss out on family dinner.
With Doug working nights and sleeping all day, it's down to Craig to take care of and discipline his brothers.
In your room, at least that.
We rely on Craig a tremendous amount. Sometimes he acts like the dad.
Sit up here, play by yourself.
My relationship with Craig is strained. There's a lot of resentment because I expect more out of him.
It's not fair because I could be doing the dishes and they'll be sitting right up here watching TV.
We've got a TV in just about every room. I'll come home and there's 3 TVs on in the morning.
Sometimes it's our babysitter.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's true.
I feel like I'm a sucker sometimes, but as long as they're not hurting anybody.
It's the day of the swap, and both wives prepare to leave their lives behind. What do they hope to gain from the swap?
I'm obviously good at organizing, good at scheduling, and that's what I would ask a new family to try.
I hope to teach this new family how to be spontaneous, just like the Wild Williams. I love you! Have a good time!
Bye.
Love you guys.
After a 2,000-mile journey, the wives finally get to see where they'll be living for the next 2 weeks.
Oh my gosh, a lot of kids.
Before they meet their new families, the wives get a chance to explore their new homes.
Whoa! It's clean.
Lots of stuff all over. The family definitely is not into the appearance of their house.
Oh, hell no! They paid $250 for some beads and a little bit of material.
This looks like a Christmas tree with, I think they're gun shells.
They have everything scheduled. The Chevy Gym, I hope that's like the name of their car because it's from 3:30 to 8.
Doesn't look like they have any structure. This is disorganized home, just blah.
Oh! Her garage is a dance floor. Nice.
Someone's thrown up.
For the first week, the wives must live by the rules of their new family. Each wife has written a manual as a guide to the running of their homes.
Competitive dancing dominates our lives. That's just absolutely crazy.
I'm a sergeant at the local jail. My house isn't a prison and I don't run it like one. Kind of doesn't look like she runs it at all.
We require them to practice every day and make them document their hours on a time card. Dance is not a hobby for my kids. It's their job. Not gonna fly. That's gotta go.
My kids love to roughhouse and it always ends up in one of them in tears. It's always the best free entertainment I can think of. I think watching them cry would not be entertainment.
I insist that my children take 13 daily vitamins. 13 vitamins a day.
When it comes to food, they eat whatever they want. If they want sweets, mommy gets sweets. They'll be on highs, and maybe that's why they beat each other up.
Mark is a little more lenient than I am when it comes to dance practice. It takes a lot of hard work to keep me going, but I wouldn't have it any other way. I wouldn't have it any other way if you noticed that part.
Craig, our 12-year-old son, disciplines his brothers and he saves us money on babysitting. She's created a warden at her own home and it's not she or her husband, it's her son.
Dance-obsessed, controlling super schedule mom Abra has swapped lives with Joe, who, though she's a prison guard, can't control her own family at home and leaves all the discipline to her eldest son.
Ow.
For the first week, the two wives must live by their new family's rules. Later, they get to make some changes.
I'm gonna give you all a multivitamin.
It's the moment of truth. The new wives are about to come face to face with their new husbands and children.
I'm Doug. Nice to meet you.
Chevy.
I'm Joel.
Craig. I've already seen the pictures and all that. Hello. This Kaylor.
It's nice to meet you all.
Logan. How are
Logan.
you?
And Mark. Nice to meet you too.
But the boys, I mean, that's the first thing we'll do. Watch TV?
Yeah, we let them decide what they want to do, and we're kind of behind it.
You guys have any questions? Two little boys. I thought they might, run around and do something, but they looked like they were hungry, sat down, turned the TV on. But I don't think having fun is sitting in front of the TV all day.
Mom seemed very, very structured.
Yes.
Yeah, Mom is.
She's got a schedule, baby, and it's gonna happen.
Yeah, Dad's a softie.
Now, wait a minute. I'm not that soft. I just give you a little bit more leeway than Mom does, that's all.
My impression of Mark was that he just sits back and does what Abra says. Whatever's on the schedule, he'll take care of.
Okay, so why don't you go change, Chev, and, yeah, okay.
At the Williams, Doug is getting ready for his night shift, and health-obsessed Abra struggles with the family's idea of dinner.
Kaylor, you gonna have any salad?
No, I hate salad. Because the last time I tried it, I threw up.
So guys, but here's what my kids have to eat. They do not get to step out of the house without 13 vitamins.
What kind of vitamins do you give your kids?
Multivitamin, which is actually 4 little vitamins. They get a little green tablet that's vegetables, a little red tablet that's fruit, a natural energy booster, a magnesium tablet to help their brains kind of keep functioning throughout the day, and they get a sodium fluoride because the dentist wants them to have fluoride, so that's another little pink pill.
14 of them a day she feeds her kids. To me, that almost sounds like a meal in itself.
So you take vitamins?
Actually,
Aspirin.
I've got a splitting headache right now.
Gee, it wouldn't be because of me, would it?
In California, Joe must oversee the kids' evening dance practice.
Go Latin first, and then swing.
Very nice, guys. I enjoyed.
His foot hurts.
It'll be okay. What are you saying, Alan, about Chev?
My back.
Suck it up.
Thought the kids did really well. I was just wondering if you usually keep going when you're hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, except for the limping and complaining about their backs hurting.
At the Williams house, Doug is off to work the night shift, leaving Abra with the boys.
You guys have a basketball court out there. Do you guys ever play basketball together? I asked you a question, and out of respect for me, hello? Visual, look at me.
Kaylor, stop. Kaylor, stop. Come on. You guys meet.
Oh, he just used it on his private.
That's probably not okay. Why do you think he's doing it?
For attention.
Yep, he's getting it, isn't he?
Oh,
Hello.
Oh, give here a piece of that. Oh, yeah, you want some of that?
Because Kaylor was not getting attention, he was ensuring that he got attention. The boys seemed to be wild children.
It's the first morning of the swap in California. Mark's off to work, and Joe must choreograph and implement a detailed minute-by-minute schedule for the kids and herself.
So I guess I'll start with the trash. This is gonna suck. I just don't like touching people's stuff. I'm fine. It's just easy gag reflectors.
Hey, Joe.
Okay, what do we do next? Dance practice is coming up here in a minute. Did you guys sign in today?
Put it on the rocks.
11:55.
Chevy and Rome should not be punching a card when they're 12 and 14.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
This one is your sister's cup. I put her name on the bottom. Oh, wait, take one of those out and put it in Rome's cup. The red one. Would you be lost without taking these every day?
Sometimes when I don't take them, I feel different.
And you don't think that maybe just by drinking a pop you'd feel okay?
Probably not.
Cheers. Down the hatchet.
At the Williams house, Abra is supposed to stay in bed all morning, but she's so disturbed by her surroundings, she immediately breaks the rules.
There's no soap to wash your hands. Nothing's cleaned in the sink. I just find that unsanitary and quite honestly disgusting. I did break a couple other rules. I just couldn't step in the shower.
What?
What's wrong with my shower?
I know you guys are boys, but...
I think it's soap scum, though, and
I think it's dirt scum. I don't think it's soap scum. That's just disgusting.
I thought that was uncalled for. If she would have said, Doug, your bathroom is dirty, I cleaned it, I would have probably given her a hug. But don't come to me and say, your bathroom's disgusting.
Sorry.
In California, next on the schedule is a visit to the chiropractor for some bone crunching to keep the kids in working order.
All right, here we go. Just relax and roll with me. All the way.
She looked like she was in a lot of pain. I was a little freaked out to think that they're gonna have to do this for the rest of their lives. Okay, so Chevy, are you like in constant pain until you come back again?
If it's major pounding, then I'll come back sooner. And then other times I can just deal with it.
I think maybe that they're too hard on their little bodies.
In Minnesota, Abra is off to work at the jail while Doug is asleep and the boys are running wild.
It's really kind of weird here because there's lots of structure, lots of rules. If you don't follow the rules, there are consequences. At home, it doesn't seem like there's any. Ah! Okay, I'll have you stand back. Stand back. Yep. Go on in, have a seat. I'll come get you in a little bit. We do not use mace, but we do have a taser.
Next on the non-stop schedule, tap class for Rome. Then Joe has to coach Chevy in gymnastics.
Kick to handstand, bar pirouette, step down to back walkover with a nice high leg lift, and take your time. I don't want anybody rushing through it, okay? Pirouette, then hold this second handstand. It's important. What else? Come on now.
All the way around. Chest up.
Heels down.
Good try.
Oh, no, coaches never clap when they
Oops. Parents are supposed to be there to pat them on the back, not, get your ass back up there. Do you think she puts dance before, like, quality time with you and her?
We don't really do too much quality time.
But do you wish it was different?
Sometimes, yeah.
Have you ever asked not to do it?
I used to do that a lot, but then they just made me keep going.
Chevy needs some love from a mother, not a coach.
At the Williams home, Abra's back from work to find Craig still having to watch the kids while Doug sleeps.
Hey, guys.
Hey, guess what? I didn't do that.
You didn't do that. How did that happen? The dog did it?
I don't even know who did that, honestly.
You've been doing a good job watching the kids, huh? Doug and Joe need to engage themselves in the lives of this family because Craig is doing the parenting here. So, Craig, would you like less responsibility around here?
Probably. Last babysitter I hired for them.
You hired a babysitter?
They said I had to stay home, but I said I'll hire a babysitter if you guys let me go. She charged me $5 an hour for each kid, so $20 for 2 hours.
Have you ever said anything to your parents?
Yeah.
What do they say?
They will try, but it never happens.
At the Slaters, it's even more practice for the exhausted kids. And Joe confronts Mark about the toll Abra's schedule is taking on Rome and Chevy.
Chevy I see as an exhausted little girl. She runs ragged. I think that she kind of felt like a robot. If I was you, I would probably say, you know what, Chevy? There is no gymnastics. She kind of thought that her mom was a little controlling. She's your daughter just as much as she's Abra's. Do you like the schedule? Work with me here, Mark. Talk to me. You're so passive. I haven't seen you get excited once.
Yeah. Joe had mentioned to me about not having a voice in the family. It is kind of a harsh thing to say, yet I can't argue with it.
No. That's what I want to see you say. No. No. I got you. I think Mark is a robot, too. I mean, you could tell him to jump off the Brooklyn Bridge. He'd be like, oh, I meant to do it yesterday.
It's the evening before rule change. Abra finds Doug hiding from his children in the machine shop and takes him to task about his parenting.
You leave Craig here to watch the kids, and what if something happened?
I think work and chores build work ethic.
Exactly.
So I'm trying to instill that in him, and he fights me on that.
He's right.
Craig feels he's overworked for the 10 minutes of work I give him a day.
He watches the kids all day. How do you consider that 10 minutes? Quite honestly, I think you should spend more time with the kids, no matter how tired you are.
Listen, don't tell me I'm not a good father. I don't need her telling me how to be a father to my kids.
Today, everything is about to change in the Slater and Williams households as the new wives take control.
It's time to get the Williams family in step.
So I think it'll be a good experience to like have someone new controlling me.
The families are summoned to the rules change ceremony. It's time for the wives to lay down the new rules which the families must obey.
This house is like a jail. You have more rules and restrictions than my prisoners. No more schedules. This week is all free time.
Sounds like fun.
I feel that this family is lacking discipline, organization, and structure. So first off, everything that you do for the entire week is printed right here.
You mean we can't do anything else?
That's not fair. No more dance or gymnastics, and that means all costumes and trophies must go. Time cards, they're horrifying.
I think it'll be good for my body to get a break.
You guys are gonna learn how to dance.
Oh,
Well, I'm not dancing.
I don't believe that I should have control.
But I know I'm just gonna
And I think that's fair.
Chevy, you have no idea how excited I am about having my first daughter. This week we're gonna spend some quality mother-daughter time together so you can tell your mom that moms should be moms, not coaches.
Craig and Doug, you guys could have an awesome relationship. It's time to come together and build a clubhouse to kind of give the boys something else to do instead of fighting with each other.
I think it's a good idea. This week, no one will control what you eat. There's no need for you to take over 10 vitamins in the morning. To celebrate your newfound freedom, we're gonna have a pajama party with all your friends.
My mom would never let me do that.
Kaylor and Logan, you're eating too much junk food.
Yum, yum, yum.
It's really important to supplement what you eat with vitamins. So each morning, I'm gonna give you all a multivitamin.
That's good. That's good. You guys can do that.
No more worrying about whether the house is clean or not. Instead, we will have fun watching TV, playing games, and just having a good old time.
Sweet.
Okay, the house is really grubby. There's always
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You mean you have to clarify grubby?
It's just disgusting to me. For the rest of the week, I expect you boys to pick up after yourselves. Okay?
Sucks.
Mark, this week you will learn how to express your opinion and stop letting Abra run the show. You should have just as much say about everything as she does.
I will. Okay, I will appreciate that very much.
Craig, it's time to let you be a kid. You spend a lot of time looking after your brothers, kind of like you're a third parent.
What? That's not.
Dad, you're always snoozing. I watch them, I feed them.
There's one other thing that I see that Craig does, is that he disciplines them. Doug, it's important to now give the boys discipline. You've become so lenient in this house that I feel you're raising your own future set of inmates. Wake up and smell the coffee.
In California, Joe immediately enforces her rules by removing anything having to do with dance from the Slater house.
Joe, do you want my dancing jacket?
Anything to do with dance, honey.
I think taking away dance will irritate me, but my sister's just jumping up and down right now.
Good job throwing out the schedule, Chevy.
I'm excited and looking forward to just being a kid. Yay, it's a party.
The question is, will Abra's first rule meet with equal enthusiasm?
Hey guys, guess what? Time to dance. No. Have you ever tried it?
It's for sissies. I ain't dancing.
Wait, Kaylor, come here.
It's the first morning after rules change in Minnesota, and Abra is determined to get the Williams family on schedule.
So we're getting Craig up, you guys are taking a shower, then we'll start getting the other boys up.
It's time to get up.
Dad, I am.
Taylor, Logan, it's time to get up. Come on.
We're going with vitamin C and some multis. You at least have to try.
Logan, open up.
Everything new is kind of weird. Come on, guys. Come on, we got a schedule. Move it, move it. Why is it taking so long for you to eat?
We got chores from 11 to 11:30.
Hey, Craig, can you wipe off the counter, please?
My lunch sucks.
This is Craig's job.
Well, we just got done with chores at 11:30, and we've got chores here at 2. I mean, what are we gonna, what more can we do? That wasn't so bad, was it?
I'm going to die.
In California, the kids have slept in. When the kids finally wake up, Joe helps them undo years of intense training and strict dieting with one short, sharp trip to the drive-thru.
Okay, chili cheeseburger and chili cheese fries. Seriously, as for the healthy food, we got cheeseburgers. Thank you. Cheese, meat, and bread. And that ain't gonna kill no one.
That's just awesome.
Ice cream, that's all dairy products. I could eat like this all the time. What about you?
Yeah, I could eat like this.
It's all those vitamins and stuff that they're eating that's killing them. We got used to healthy food. Now I'm eating real food.
At the Williams, under Abra's rules, it's Doug's job to discipline the kids. But when Craig finds Kaylor riding his bike without a helmet, he decides to hand out the punishment himself.
There. What happened?
I threw a shoe at him and hit him in the head.
It's probably not a good idea. I probably should tell you what just happened with Craig outside. Kaylor was not listening, so he decided to throw a shoe at him.
You see, in my job, you know, I get calls on that, and they call that assault. You
I
assault
would
him,
agree with you.
assault him with a shoe. Hey, come here. If you're gonna act like an inmate, you know, I may have to treat you like one because you threw a shoe and hit him in the face.
You just kind of made me mad.
I'm his dad. You're not.
You know, then
I'll just
Dad
take a
needs to
punishment.
then
No,
decide.
no, sit.
I'll take
sit.
punishment. Okay.
Sit. I want an immediate consequence. Does that sound fair to you, hey, bro?
It's your decision.
It was really tough for me to do the follow-through this morning, and for me to make a rational decision on the spot is uncomfortable for me to deal with.
I personally was a bit confused because he's in law enforcement and he didn't really want to come up with a consequence. I mean, he's not taking responsibility for his kids.
In California, chaos reigns as Joe's ruled the kids have the freedom to throw a slumber party, and Mark's not happy. But all he can do is take out his frustrations on the barbecue.
Get it in there! Get it in there!
It was pretty disgusting when I walked in. The dishes all over the place, melted ice cream on the counter, food still out and everything. I feel that there needs to be some structure. I couldn't live like that.
Abra's still determined that Doug take up his parenting responsibilities and has decided that dancing might teach him how to lead.
This is where you have to tell me what to do. Kind of like in life. You have to be the leader, you have to take care of your family.
I don't have the confidence on the dance floor like she does, so I'm not sure how to take the lead. So for her to force it on me was good because she made me deal with it. And the real failure on my part is letting Kaylor and Logan down. They're not having the supervision that I believe they require.
Very good.
Like that?
Very good. You're telling me exactly what you want me to do.
At the Slaters, Joe wakes up to find that someone has broken the rules and done the unthinkable. Wash the dishes.
Who did the dishes?
I think Rome did.
Morning, Rome.
Morning.
Did you clean the kitchen last night?
Yeah.
Why did you clean the kitchen at 1 o'clock in the morning?
Because I wanted plates this morning.
Are you like your mother? You can't sleep with a dirty kitchen?
No.
Put this on. Do you know what that signifies?
No, I don't.
It's orange. It's what I put my prisoners in.
She had me go out, but she fell asleep inside and she said she'd come get me.
Where's my brother?
Oops, I forgot Rome. I fell asleep on you. I'm sorry. That's my bad.
Yeah, I'm just a little annoyed just because.
No, you have every right to be. He stayed out there longer than he should have. I'm not used to kids, when I put them somewhere and ask them to do something, that they do it. My kids, they'd have been out within 5 minutes. Go spend time with your friends.
In Minnesota, instead of sleeping all day, Doug is trying to spend more time with his children.
Give my socks back. Oh, yeah! Oh, man, bleed.
Yeah, you just gave me a bloody nose. Get in the house right now. Get in the house.
I want my socks.
It's the first time Doug has to discipline on his own. Will he be able to do it?
Why would you hit me in the nose?
You were being rough on me.
We're playing. I wasn't kidding you. That's not playing. I'm disappointed in you. Get in the corner now. Killer's a very physical kid, and I don't want to take that away from him. But at the same time, he needs to know the limits and consequences for his actions.
At least I have my socks.
In the Slater house, Joe feels Chevy needs a mom, not a coach, so she's ruled that they spend quality time together.
Me and my boys like to do this stuff. Is this something that you and Mom do together?
No, my mom hates sugar, so.
Do you feel comfortable talking to her? Like, hey, Mom, I think, me and Joe baked cookies. Maybe me and you should bake cookies.
She would be like, why? You won't be able to eat them.
But we're gonna change that, right?
It was a lot of fun to make cookies with Joe because my mom, she thinks it's like a waste of time. I wish my mom would do that a little bit more with me.
At the Williams house, neighborhood girls have arrived, and Abra gives dance lessons a final try.
Get your partner.
No, I ain't grabbing her.
You can stand far apart then. Come here. Step to the side, rock, step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Grab your partners, please.
It's really hard for me to do it.
Taylor needs some help. Okay, and bum, 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 bum. Awesome, now can you try and add the steps?
Okay.
Okay.
Dancing was fun. The twirl is my favorite little part.
I'm very surprised at how Kaylor has taken to dancing. I think Kaylor has progressed probably more than any of the other boys.
In California, Joe is concerned Mark has no voice in his own home, so she's hired a communications coach to enable him to stand up to Abra.
I am passive, and I'll put my wife, my kids, everyone else before me.
Why?
I don't know, to be honest with you.
Well, you want to know
sure.
something? Your dinner. You have got to defend yourself or you are dinner. Let's role play. I'm your wife. Does she come in and invade your space like this?
No.
She never comes in and invades your space? You're going to tell me your wife never gets this close to you and invades your
really
space?
Fighting.
Only when you're really fighting. You've never felt your wife spit getting mad at you? How are you going to get me to stop it?
I'll tell you what. Let's wait. Let's go take a walk.
Oh, let's wait. You always want to wait. Tell me how you feel.
Tightening.
Yes, and what are you going to do?
I'm not quite sure.
You're going to yell, stop, as loud as you can yell it. Because the next time I talk to you like you're a child, what are you going to say?
Enough!
Mark spends the rest of his afternoon reflecting on his own childhood.
I was working full-time, going to school, taking care of my younger brothers and sisters, and I swore back then if I ever had kids, I would not let them go through that. I want them to enjoy those years. When Joe said something about the time cards and them being so young, it made me remember that.
In Minnesota, Doug has come to a realization of his own while building a clubhouse with Craig.
Sometimes I forget that he's only 12. Maybe my wife and I expect too much out of him.
He takes the opportunity to have a heart-to-heart with his son.
You want to help me sort some of these? Sure. You know, Craig, I didn't have the easiest relationship with my dad, but understand that every dad tries to be better than the one they had. We need to both try and work together, not work against each other, okay?
But you give me a lot of responsibility. Watching the boys, it's a lot.
But no, I appreciate every contribution you make to this family. Please don't feel like you ever have to be a parent, okay? Sometimes opening up your real feelings is really tough. Give me a hug. I love you, son. I'd rather go to a burglary call, actually, than have that talk again.
In California, after his session with the communications coach, Mark is feeling strong enough to take a stand.
I am gonna burn the time cards. You ready?
Catch fire!
I might catch a lot of flack from Abra when she comes back about it, but it's gonna be my way this time.
I want to do one. I haven't had this much fun in a while. I kind of want to take what Joe's done with me and just like do normal kid things instead of being like I'm a robot.
No more ever again.
Yay!
Until you get a job at a fast food restaurant.
It's the final night of the swap in the Williams house. And with Doug finally in control of his own family, he gives Craig a night on the town with his friends while he stays at home to babysit Kaylor and Logan.
See you, Dad. Have a good night with the kids. Take me to JC's house, please.
It felt special that I get my own limousine for the evening to be able to invite a couple friends and have a good time.
Sweet.
My dad has to watch my little brothers.
Boys, come on, let's brush teeth.
And I get to go have fun, goofing around, being kids.
These 2 weeks have been very beneficial for my family. There's a lot more cooperation. And this room contained a rusty-looking cooking stove.
Mission accomplished celebrating Craig being a kid. It's probably the coolest thing that's happened to him in a long time.
Like my limo?
Call me! Call me!
It's the final day of the swap, and the wives are preparing to return home to their families.
Now that I'm at the end of 2 weeks, I would describe myself as an awesome mom. Bye, guys.
Bye, Mom.
Keep dancing.
I love you guys, and I'm so glad I met you.
Keeping everything down inside the gut, it's not good for me. So she brought that out and let my voice be heard.
See ya. Bye, guys. If Mark doesn't stand up for what he truly believes in, I do believe the time cards will come back when Abra comes home.
The couples are about to be reunited.
I missed you so much, baby.
How you doing?
It's judgment time as the couples finally come face to face across the table.
What I saw when I was you was the disrespect from the boys.
I know my kids run all over me, and I know they run all over their dad, but I do, when we're out, I see them. They're respectful to other people.
But they aren't respectful to other people.
You don't
They
think
aren't,
so?
no. If anybody asked them a question, they felt it was their complete right to completely ignore us. But during the days that I was me, we had fun with the boys. They were very friendly. They didn't ask for TV. They wanted to dance. You have a messy house.
I call it a clean messy. Because it's like clothes and toys and dishes.
Except for the bathrooms and the shower.
I've been in dirty as a police officer. My house is not dirty.
Doug, it's dirty.
It's just not important to me.
It could just be picked up and cleaned and
I don't want to. Your kids ate, I believe it was like sugar cereal. And we snacked like on chips and stuff, and they took me out for burgers.
My first thought was, did my daughter put on any weight? If she's eating more crap, she's gonna put on weight, and that's harmful to the sport she's in.
I mean, seriously, that just blows my mind.
One of the first things you picked up on me was that I skirt the issues, and that really surprised me. See, the way I like to rule the house is
You don't rule the house. Are you joking?
I like to do it with an iron fist.
What are you talking about? You didn't rule. Doug, you didn't rule at all. Remember? There needs to be discipline. I mean, what are your jobs about? Your jobs are about respecting. You give the inmates timeouts.
The time cards were mortifying, and I couldn't believe that you guys have your kids punch in and out, like they have to do so many hours a week. Yeah, but they shouldn't be working. They're kids.
We will work out something differently, but the time cards are gone. And what it did...
No. You don't
Listen to me.
tell me the time cards are gone. I don't tell you what to do, and you don't tell me what to do.
Sometimes you do. And sometimes it is your decision and not mine.
Now you're being me and beating a dead horse. Did you turn into me while I was gone?
No, not yet.
This is where Mark is getting his voice. He just agrees with everything instead of just making a decision.
It's like when you ask what I want to do, and I just normally say, I don't care, whatever you guys want to do.
Yeah, and how many times do I say, I'm so sick of that? You always let us make the decisions. You won't ever make a decision.
I told the kids that time cards are gone, and it's something that I really feel strongly about.
My impression of the kids were, Abra has a chip and puts them in her robots once a week. But you and Mark are going through your children with this whole dance and gym thing. What I would like to see is if Chevy had the time just to spend time with Mom on the couch, and Mom Coach is left at the gym, and it's Mom.
Yeah. It made me realize that I needed to spend more quality time with my kids. Craig's a very nice young man, and he and his dad are conflicting a lot. And part of that is Craig's resentment about having to watch the children.
It's my relationship with my son, and it's a difficult one, but I tried to make him aware that my dad didn't have a good relationship with his father, and I didn't have a good relationship with my father. So I'm gonna try to break that chain.
And I think that's one of the whole things for this whole thing, is that we become better parents because of this experience. I learned a lot, and I think it's been probably the best experience I've had in my life.
Thanks a lot.
After 2 weeks apart, the wives are about to be reunited with their children.
Boys are home.
I'm home.
Craig will be a kid, and Doug will look after Kayla and Logan.
I'm keeping it.
We'll find babysitters and other stuff like that.
Is that fair?
Yeah.
You can help us out a little bit?
Yeah.
I would think you would want to show cool things that you've done in your life, not hide them away in a box.
Mom, take one. They're disgusting.
It's a disgusting mess. God, candy. This is great. This is nice and healthy.
In the weeks since the swap, there have been big changes in the Williams household.
I think the overall experience for my family was a positive thing. The kids, they're a little bit more responsible.
Since the swap, my brothers have been helping out around the house, listening a little bit more.
Before Abra came, I'd have to ask him 3-4 times to do something. But by demanding immediate action, they know that they need to do it now, not when they're ready to do it. I'm tired of you guys picking at each other, okay?
I wasn't picking
Hands
at
down.
him.
Just Get in the corner.
Craig is still watching the boys for us. Now we pay him, and he seems to like that.
I'm getting paid $5 an hour for watching both of them.
Thank you for watching the boys for me. Don't spend it all at one time. There's a lot less resentment on his part by getting the reward instead of feeling like it's his duty. My relationship with Craig is getting better.
Me and my dad, we've been hanging out, like we'll go down to the dam or go fishing.
I hope we're getting towards the end goal of getting along more like father and son. I think we'll do all right in the long run.
And there have been even bigger changes in the Slater home.
I felt that the experience of the swap was really, really awesome. I've been trying to spend more quality mom time with Chevy because I am her coach a lot of hours a day.
Since the swap, like, me and my mom have been, like, hanging out a little bit more, hanging out with my hamsters.
Thanks for explaining who they are. I have been investigating the vitamins. We cut down from about 14 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Rome has 6 and Chevy has 7.
The Slater kids are still dancing, but not on the clock.
The time cards, they haven't come back.
It makes it feel more like something I want to do than something I have to do.
If it's not of value to the kids, then no, it shouldn't be there.
Abra, can you turn the water off? I want to talk to you for a minute. I've been expressing myself a little bit more. What if we go swim and then barbecue?
That'll work. It's kind of nice to see you make a decision.
It's been really good being able to talk more, and it helps dealing with issues.
No, don't take up the whole raft. Sit up. Okay, that's very good. You don't have to get it. That's all right, dude. That's no problem.
Is this your Joe Mama?